Okay, thank you very much. Again, good morning from Marseille. Everybody listen me well?
Yes, Master.
Okay. John Himalaya on way with you.
Yes, it is.
Wonderful, wonderful. I hope one day you and your wife come to Europe and visit Marseille and Chowkidakuti is wonderful. Yeah. I know our Peace Center, Peace and Happiness Center in Germany is really beautiful. Less than Himalaya, but beautiful.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because every morning I sit on the back, then I look outside the sunrise from the lake. Beautiful. Yeah. And that's place now 100% can stay there easily. Working also. The flower now is, yeah. So what topic today? Can you repeat about the topic today?
Mất pháp to overcome problems, I think. Yes?
Mất pháp overcome the difficulty. Yeah. In our life.
Difficult.
Yeah.
Difficult.
Yeah. Difficulty. In our life, there are so many challenges, many difficulty. But when we difficulty, if we have mật pháp, we can overcome. For example, when you do something, the people criticize us and they talk very bad about our project. In that case, we should not get angry and we should watching carefully. In the case they criticize in the wrong way, we just keep silent. But in my opinion, many people discourage. They are not happy. But in my case, when we do the good thing, people criticize us. This is the good side. Good side. Because when we are same level, they did not pay attention. But when you are little high, they jealous with you. So, for example, when you are poor, nobody pay attention. When you are rich, so in my opinion, at that time we should be happy, but always should be humble. And then sometimes in our life we have the trouble, like the rain heavy. But you see, when we meet difficulty, this is also the good side. When you have difficulty, I mean after that, life is better. If we cannot control the situation, then we go down. Yeah. After rain, the sky will be clear, isn't it? And another philosophy, when one door closed, then only another door open. That is the law of the nature. So, firstly, we have to practice the Buddha way, mật pháp, and the meditation. When we can control our mind, we're living in mindfulness, we discover a wonderful thing. Wonderful thing. For example, now in this society, now industrialized, the people running. The main point running is money. But if you are mindfulness, you know money is a good thing, but this is not the end. This is the mean. Otherwise, we have many problems. The money, we should understand money, we can buy house, but not home. But now the people think money, they can buy everything. No, this is not correct. They're fighting. Okay? The money, we can buy book, but not knowledge. The money, we can buy medicine, but not the health. Money, we can buy the title, but not the respect. So when we are difficulty, should be very quiet. Like my life, if I count my difficulty, maybe you will be very surprised. But I was very lucky to meet Thầy Huyền Diệu. He taught me many bậc pháp secret. So happy. As I told you, when I left Vietnam, only 1,002 shirts. I applied this bậc pháp. I over many difficulty. When I left Vietnam, I did not, my English was English. But after some time, I feel happy. Now everywhere I go, I feel happy because I have a pháp of my master. So we are living, for example, in the COVID-19 happened. Every people very worried. But I think that's an occasion. I stay one place, but I working. I'm looking. I work. At last, I do many good things. One of them is I find the rice belong to the Buddha, Kalanamak rice. And then I buy the seed. I encourage to the farmer. We plant now. Many farmers, they're very happy. So if there's no Kalanamak 19, what we call sister Kalanamak, Corona 19. If without Corona, I think I could not find a Kalanamak rice. That you see is a very interesting. I also very much thankful Corona 19. I worked more than 30 years to build a temple, but I did not recognize the beauty of a temple. But the Corona, I remain in my temple. I walk around and checking. I see now I find it really very beautiful. Yeah. So this is also the good thing. And the Mother Earth also, they have less polluted. So in the work thing, this also remind us when we have the best situation, this on the good occasion, we must study well ourselves and environment. So Corona-19, this also the good lesson. People condemn. This also the good lesson for humanity. Should respect the nature. And Corona also this, even you are very rich, you are the king or you are president. Corona can visit you anytime. Including the you see the former president of the United States, Donald Trump. He was visited. He condemned Corona-19 and Corona visit him and his wife. Okay, now I would like John to share your idea about the subject.
Thank you, Master. Good morning, and Xin Chào from Vietnam. Even though the back is the Himalayas, yes, I think there are many mudflaps, depending on the situation we're in. Master's talk reminded me about 6, 7, 8 years ago, some years ago, I had some people saying some very, very, very bad things about me that were just not true. And I got so upset. I got very angry. I got upset. I was trying to tell everybody, this is not true. This is not true. No, going around. Everything was put on Facebook, and it was just terrible. I was feeling very hurt and very angry. And I went to the lawyers. I went to a solicitor and said, this is not right. What's happening? And they wanted me to sue these people and get the police involved and everything. And I had heard before that there was, let it go, let it go, let it go. It was, I struggled. I spent money on lawyers, spent money trying to make me not look bad. And in the end, I talked to my family. I talked to my brothers and sisters and my children and said, this is horrible. And they all said, Dad, we know what you're like. John, we know what you're like. Don't worry about it. So I finally took the advice that I learned a long time ago, was this too shall pass, which is very much like the sun will come out eventually. I lit a candle, lit some incense, and started meditating and let everything go. I didn't, I didn't retaliate. I didn't respond. I just stopped all communication and it went away. It took me a long time not to be angry about it, though. But as I looked at it, the more I fought against it, the worse it became. And when I took my energy away from that, it disappeared. And it it left. And it created a proper learning, because I'd heard that before. This too shall pass. Don't respond. Turn the other cheek. We all hear about these things. And I got to experience what it was like and to have that emotion just come up in me all the time until I realized that the only person it was upsetting, the only person it was angering was me. And it didn't matter. These other people, it didn't matter to them anymore. It was me. And to learn to control my emotions, to feel my emotions, but not let my emotion control my actions. And that was a big, big lesson. And that was a great lesson. Now I'm grateful. At the time, I must admit, I was not grateful for that learning. But now I'm very grateful. Because there's been some more things that have happened to me and what's happening around me. And I go, oh, well, this is their other people's behavior. I cannot control another person's behavior. I can only control what I can do in my heart and in my mind and how I respond. So now I've learned that if I must deal with these people, I've learned from Master, if a cup of tea or a cup of coffee doesn't work, then bring out the chocolates. So that to me is very, very big. Very personal, very personal. I've been able to learn that and experience the difference between it and the peace that it will give me. And I'm sure that being able to learn that whatever somebody else does, they can't make me angry or happy. If I have anger in my heart, then they can help me be angrier, but they can't make me angry. If I have happiness and love in my heart, then they can help bring out the happiness and love. But if I don't have it in my heart, so that has been a huge learning for me, and to be able to control our thoughts and emotions, control our feelings to the state where it's take a breath and turn around and walk away. People expect that it's just you can change your feeling, change your thinking like that. This is not true. If you've been going down the track at 100 miles an hour one way, you have to slow down before you can turn around and come the other way. So that it takes some time, and it takes a lot of thinking and a lot of self-reflection and your mindfulness to know what are your thoughts doing now? Where are you basing your thoughts? And that calmness of the meditation. If you can watch yourself think, if you can see what you were thinking and why you got to that, then that is a big thing. That to me is a very big mud flap that I've learned, and I hope that that can help. Thank you, Master. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. In the life, I think the difficult always waiting for us. But we should not run away. we should enjoy with difficulty. Then life is okay. But somebody they talk very nice. When they meet difficulty, they run away. More you run away from difficulty, more difficulty follow us. We start fighting. When you meet the tiger, you like this one, the tiger, they're not to attack us. If we run away, it's an you see, like the monkey, the smallest animal is the monkey same. When the monkey they meet us, like that, we look at that and they run away. So don't be afraid difficulty. Yeah. So when I do anything, the people create a problem, I feel I'm very much interesting. I think this is the good thing for me to complete the work. For example, when I work in Lumini and Bodhgaya, so many challenge, difficulty. More difficulty, more I enjoy. So now many bad people, when they see now, they dare not to disturb me. Because they say, if they disturb, then my project will be quicker, complete. Before they think they disturb me, and then I stop it. No, more disturbing, more I working hard. And that is my pháp, my character. Okay, now I would like to invite Dr. Miriam Chakma. Miriam Chakma, is it ready? Or Cognan Chakma? Now, Miriam Chakma, you listen to me? If not, then I would like to invite Đức Đạt.
Okay. I think. Am I audible now? Am I audible now? Oh. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Anyway, it's really great, opportunity. Thank you, Guruji. So, few words with respect to the subject concerned. I have learned from Guruji as well as from Pali text few words regarding this. Sabba papassa akaranam kusalassa upasampada sachitta puriyadapanam atam buddha sasanam, which means actually we should not do anything immoral, and we should accept whatever is moral, and we should do that by controlling our mind, and that is in short the Buddha Shasana, the teaching of the Buddha. Here, my personal feeling regarding the Dhamma, or keeping oneself on the right track and keeping oneself free from suffering, is to do that only. And the other things, whatever I have learned, is everything is impermanent. In this life, the storm is bound to come, but that storm doesn't last forever. In this life, difficulties are bound to come, as Guruji has said a few minutes back. But we should not run away from the difficulties. We should know that all difficulties are impermanent in nature. We should face the difficulties with patience, understand the law of nature, and then in course of time, we should learn how to overcome it. It's very easy to say that, but whenever the trouble comes, only then we realize that how difficult it is. Still, there is no other way except accepting the difficulties as a reality, as it is. As Guruji has said, he faced so many troubles, so many problems when he first started his work in Lumbini as well as in Bodh Gaya. And I know in all our life, we must have similar situation in one way or other. But somehow we have also learned how to swim. Otherwise, we would have been nowhere. We must have learned how to overcome it slowly. Those who haven't learned it must be facing still a similar kind of difficulties. To be very frank, in my whole life journey till now, whatever age I have attained till now, there were many moments of frustration. There were many moments of, anger. There were many moments of, I will say, difficulties. Similar things will keep on coming. I do still feel myself angry whenever something goes beyond my control, goes beyond my expectation, goes against my expectation. But with the teaching of the Buddha and learning slowly, piece by piece, little by little, concentration as well as meditation. And those difficulties or the feeling of anger are now much less than compared to my earlier age. That much I can say. And that's why I'm thankful to all my Gurujis who gradually started teaching me the right way of controlling the mind and accepting the moral things only and rejecting all the immoral things. So I urge all this audience to follow gradually the way of learning the meditation, controlling the mind, and to gradually at least learn slowly, step by step, to overcome some other difficulties of our life. It's very difficult to, practice, I know. As Guruji has mentioned in this modern way of life, there are lots of problems. Everyone is learning, particularly in the industrialized society. There is no escape from this hard reality of life. But if we can control our mind, understand our targeted goal, and reduce our expectation to some extent by the way of plain living, a little bit of, higher thinking, maybe we will not face that much difficulties. Too much expectation, I realize, is the fundamental cause of our suffering in the modern competitive world. We always compete with others, but we never compete with our own mind. I mean, competing ourselves means controlling all the negativity and somehow enjoying the positivity. The difficult part is that. And I'm sure I myself is still in a first stage of learning of all these things, but still I'm enjoying a little bit of it. So with due respect to all the present audience, my humble submission is only that, the way of overcoming the difficulties. Thank you so much. With deep respect to Guruji, Dr. Long. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Mirinan Chakma. You don't invite Kognan Chakma join with us today.
Guruji, he didn't join today. He has gone for some other works today.
Yeah, you should encourage him. I think he's a future good leader. He has so many ideas.
Thank you for this good words, Guruji. Thank you.
We hope you will come to Europe soon and enjoy the beauty. And you also remind him, we are thinking within 3 months we should bring out the journal of peace and happiness. Okay?
Thank you. I will.
Bring things. You find.
Thank you.
Bring you thing, and then we should have the discussing in the very near future. Okay?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Now I would like to invite Minh Đức Đạt.
Namaste. Greetings from France. I'm here with Marseille, with friends, with Master. With respect to this topic, share in the past, I think the power of letting go is one of my strategies, as John have mentioned, to deal with a lot of the difficulties in life. There's a saying, when the storm comes, don't hide, but learn to dance in the rain. It learns to feel comfortable in the uncomfortable, because difficulties and challenges is a daily, dynamics. In life, we obstacles in our pursuit of our goals, our dreams, and that's just a reality. We can't run away from that. And if we want to do, there will be bigger obstacles, there will be bigger difficulties, there will be bigger challenges. And if we don't face and confront those difficulties, we will never grow as a person, as well as not, we won't achieve our aspirations. So as Dr. Master has shared, he has many difficulties, especially building big projects that he did, but he doesn't run away from them. He faces them and he confronts them face on, and he feel comfortable in that uncomfortableness. He feel comfortable in and he enjoyed that he relished that challenge, and thus he is successful. He's able to overcome that. And I think that's just a part of growth, a spiritual growth process as human being here on this life, is growing, ourselves. And these are lessons. These are all lessons. As John has said, this too shall pass. When we change, the world change. So when our perception change, the situation, our viewpoint of that situation changes. So the difficulties, even though it may seem as difficulty, but when we change the way we look at the situation, that lessens the energy of it. I've shared in the past, what helped me is letting go, meaning boom, detachment or not clinging. When we face difficulties because maybe something is not happening the way we want, we lose certain things, we fail certain things. So losing, or some people saying negative things about us. When we lose things, for example, because we're clinging onto it, right? We attachment. So when I've learned to slowly detach from that, the energy lessens. When other people can talk bad about us or criticize our project or whatever, the external force come in, you learn to let that go as well, and then that energy lessens. So the power of letting go is powerful, as John mentioned, and that's one of the strategy that I've learned to incorporate in my daily life. The one saying that I keep in my heart daily is "Tận nhân lực truy thiên mạng." Is when you translate to English is do your best and let the heavens, do the rest. Meaning, do what in the best of your capabilities and within your control. Anything outside your control, let it go. Because you can't control it. And once you learn to let that go, that energy, that difficulty, lessen. So a lot of same topic, same strategy as John and Master and Professor has shared, and I'm just reiterating it. And it's just learning to shift our perception, our viewpoint towards the matter, learning to let go. Knowing that this, like the Professor said, this life is impermanent. Things will change. And the Master said, one door closed, another door will open. That's like the universe. That's just the law. And so we have nothing to worry about, but our own individual spiritual growth process each and every day. And that's really, as I think, is the purpose of this life, is just to learn to spiritually grow. And all the material stuff that we try, we try to achieve, and all the goals and projects, and that's all great. And I think we got to have a direction. But ultimately, this is a lesson. This life experience lesson. We're reincarnated here for a reason, and enjoy the journey. Life is not the destination; it's a journey. So smile on this journey. Thank you. It's my.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. I think the life is very interesting. More we afraid, the difficulty more difficult dominate us. More we accept it, the difficulty also respect us, and they will run away. So whenever I do some work, I miss difficulty, I enjoy it. Because this or no though, like I can't see like encouragement. So now some bad people, they disturb me. Now they understand. Whenever I do something, they are not to disturb anymore. Because if they disturb, then my work will be completed very soon. That is my cup. Now, I would like to make Phạm. Anybody want to join Phạm Thanh?
Yeah, hello, Master. Hello, everyone. So, yeah, today topic is about secret to overcome difficulties. I know everyone been sharing a lot of that already. So I know that Master always saying that is when difficulty time, we must be calm and be positive, because everything around you could be, you know, in a storm or anything. But I think if your mind calm, then that means you control yourself, you control of the situations. Certain thing we think is big and difficult, but if you look at the big pictures, you know, thing that you're going through may not be that difficult compared to, you know, people are suffering, you know, compared to like the other place, people probably going through more difficult things. But the thing, just accept it, just like someone we shared earlier. You know, something that you can control, you control. Within your control it. Without your control, if the sun will rise, it will continue to rise every day. There's nothing you control that is out of control. So accept as certain thing, accept it, and then face it. Difficult can bring us opportunity for us to grow. Because I know that I always embrace difficulty, embracing you know, difficult. That's how I become stronger. I grow. If I look back all of my life, there are always challenges, but I always face it, overcome it, and every time I overcome it, it become like a reward. Because if I don't face it, that means I always run away from it. I don't learn it. I don't enjoy it, because, you know, just like say, you know, saying that if life gives you lemon, make lemonade. So that's I always trying to make a positive, and then trying to find a way to face it. And one thing I always have is surround myself with positive people, with friends, help me through difficult times, because sometimes it's difficult to go through by yourself. But you have someone you can talk to, someone can, you know, share, and then it's just, I always have a group of friends that always encourage me to do things. That's why I always surround myself with good friends, positive people, so that something happens, I always have a positive mind to overcome any difficulties. And then it's not just me, because, you know, if I see anyone with difficult time, I know I can help them. So I try to explain to them, you know, anything can just pass. It's just temporary. Everything is just temporary, because nothing permanent. Because just like the season, right? They always have winter, and then after winter is spring. So all we think is, you know, difficult time, it's just like winter, it's temporary, because it will cold, it will be hard with difficulty. But, you know, the spring will come soon. So embrace it, and then try to be your best, do everything that you can, and then work hard on what you struggle. And then when spring comes, that's opportunity to grow, opportunity to take advantage, just like everything else. So just sum it up, you know, just like I say, something always come, because life always have difficult. Life is not fair. Life is always come with challenges. So just embrace it. Be positive, and then, you know, just face it, and then just think about just winter, the spring will come, and then that's all I have to share. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Phạm Thanh. Anybody else? Thầy Huyen Diệu, please share your idea.
Hello, Monday. Hello, Master, and anybody. Now about 11:30. Today I came to the New Orleans. My friend, he built the temple 10 years, long time. I think that's very difficult. And you know, he got the challenges, and then some problem, anything. Finally, he finished it. Hit the temple. I am hit the friend before we study in the Buddhist college in the Vietnam. I think I strongly believe this. Why so? Because the mạt pháp has helped me overcome difficulty in my life. I remember when I was very young, I don't have much life experience, so I often encounter many difficulties in my life. With so many adversities surrounding me, I thought I would give up and not continue to practice because the path of the tu hành were too arduous and difficult. You know, I think that I'm very lucky. When I left the Vietnam, I came to the India, I think the 1997. You know, 1997. I came to India for my study. I think that the many problems happened to me. I don't know why. I'm young monk, because many problems happened to me. Yeah, I don't know, because sometimes I want left the monkhood. I don't want keep the monk, because you know I keep the monk. I have some problem, many challenges. You know, finally I I meet my master and some the good person, because you know, in the my friend, some people, they very good. You know, they give me the good idea. And then, you know, when I saw my master, you know, I follow the first. My master taught me many teaching. I don't listen to him. You know, I find in the my master the teaching. I think I think my mind. What is mạt pháp? I don't you know, I don't trust mạt pháp. You know, before in Vietnam, I follow my master in Vietnam. I follow only the niệm Phật. You know, the name of the Buddha, the changing of name of Buddha. I don't trust the mạt pháp. You know, I get many problems, because sometimes I think I left the monk. You know, I become I became the, you know, the normal layman. You know, I think maybe I have the family, I have the wife, I have the, you know, the children. You know, I work, I work myself, but I keep the monk. I think the very big problem. You know, yeah. Finally, I left my master. You know, I think my theory very long. If I write a book, so that finally I left the temple. I left my master. I came outside, and then you know, I follow the many more on the more. You know, because I hear anywhere, because if they either famous monk, I came there. You know, and then I finally very difficult to find to look the good monk. Finally, I came to USA, America. The first time, you know, no people help me. Sometimes I fall down. I feel down. And then I think in my mind, oh, before my master, he taught me many Makfab. Why didn't practice the my master Makfab? You know, because if I don't practice my master Makfab, very big problem. Maybe I die. Right? I think so. Yeah. Finally, because I apply I applied my master the teaching. Finally, I succeeded. I'm very happy. You know, very, very simple, not difficult. You know, my mother taught me. Sorry, I apply in my life, and in end, I succeeded. I overcome jealousy. I thank you. I thank to me apply some of the Makfab that I heal it off my path by applying the gratitude and the sincerity that my mother taught me. You know, if because I think that some the monk, if some monk don't don't apply the Makfab about their life, I think the very, very big problem. You know, yeah, very difficult. Yeah, today I think that this topic very, very good. Yeah, I made the things matter so much because I think that in my life, if I don't have the master, I have my life very, very big problem. You know, I very, very happy. I think that I'm very, very lucky in there. Yeah. I only talk about that. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Thầy Huyền.
Yeah.
And now I would like to invite Kim Pham. Do you have any difficulty? This is a good occasion. We share experience when we apply the Makfab. Life is a wonderful miracle. If we know the Makfab, we enjoy. Sometimes we enjoy the difficulty. I'm telling you. Yeah. So bad people disturb me. Now they know my character more. If they want to disturb more, then I work harder. I think even the Buddha also same. If there's no Mara, I think Buddha maybe he got enlightenment because he meet many Mara. Before got enlightenment, he many challenge. Many bad people come disturb him. Without this topic, maybe he did not got enlightenment. Kim Pham, you was there?
Yes. Good evening, Master. Good evening, everyone. It's
here's the morning. Here's the morning.
Yeah, there's the morning over there. Yes, I of course, like everybody, I encounter a lot of difficulties. But nowadays that I realize that the battle is not from the outside. The battle is within myself. It's just like you always say that to win over yourself, the hurdles are within yourself first. And one of what you taught me to be true to yourself, to be honest to yourself, to look inward and facing it, overcome it. And then you'll respond to the outsider, the issue, the phenomenon, the confrontation daily. It's not the question. The trauma that it comes because of it based on how you respond to the phenomenon in your life, the issue. So I learned it's harder, the battle within yourself that when you want to overcome, like your fear, your image, whatever. I learned that you just have to try, keep trying. You overcome, and someday that you will become. For an example, that if you want to overcome one of your weakness, it keeps coming back because you put those, for an example, like the negative trait, it takes many years. You don't realize that. But now that you want to, like you say, that to clean up the inner house, it will take that long just to filter it. So my mantra nowadays that you just keep trying, letting it go, and each time that you see that, oh, I haven't improved anything, so my reaction to the outside is still the same. But don't get disappointed. Just keep doing that. You will overcome it. You overcome it. You overcome it, and someday that you will become, and then your life will be better because you win over your weakness, whatever that you don't like about it. But you have to be honest, like you taught me to be truthful to yourself. And I think that's the battle that I am facing. And I make the promise to myself that I'm going to do it. It's just like the other day that you say that you are filter, and you say that do the good thing, don't do the bad thing. Keep your mind, your inner pure and peace, and then you'll be okay. And that's just, I apply those two things about you that you taught me. So looking inward is my key. That is what I have today to share. And I hope that I will get it. I will become when I overcome. And then eventually that I will become the good person that I think that will bring me the happiness. And then I will share the happiness with my surrounding. That's my goal. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim Pham. I think now you have to practice more and you will get more happiness. The successful, many mukfab, very simple. In my opinion, if you follow well the law of the karma and the law of the nature, your life will be wonderful. No worry. Keep smiling with all the situation. You see, I'm very lucky to meet my master, Thầy Huyền Diệu. He taught me many secrets, many mukfab. I applied. It's very nice, very nice.
Yeah, you so keep applying it. Yes.
Yeah. So when the bad people now they understand, if they want to do for me to do something better, they should disturb me. I enjoy it. Sometimes you see some before. Some bad monk, we can say bad monk, they talk very bad about me, but whenever I meet them, I offer chocolate, I smiling, I shake hand, now they understand. Yeah. And their life become, because they be a bad karma. I respect them, but I find it's good because what Buddha said become truth. Yeah. Okay, anybody want to join? Now left only a few minutes. When you have time, I would like to invite you to visit the Chokirakuti and happiness, peace and happiness applied center. Now you see before when I decided to buy that place, and many people criticize me. Oh, this is very far, very dirty. Nobody go there. But now really, the first person, one of the first person enjoy that place is myself. Yeah, it cannot compare with Himalaya, but it's really beautiful, very peace. And every morning, evening, I working, and around we see really the nature give us wonderful gift, wonderful gift. Even there's somebody living there. They go to Berlin, I mean the capital of Germany. they intend to stay 1 week, but only 2 days they return because they find there it's a very crowded and pollution also. So they go there only 1.5 hours by train. Really, life is a really miracle if we have the mindfulness mind, and then we discover many wonderful things. Anybody else, please?
Yes, it's me.
Yes.
Yes. Good morning, Great Master and Thầy Huyen and everybody. As you know that everybody has obstacle in life, and we have to face a choice. Firstly, let the obstacle overcome you, or you overcome obstacle. And being for myself, being an optimistic person, I always consider obstacle or difficulties as a challenge we need to overcome. And of course, I already believe that bright future is waiting for me. So thanks to Great Master guidance and teaching and your encouragement, I apply your pháp every day, and until now I get some good result. So today I would like to say thank you. I would like to express the thankfulness to the Great Master, and I would like to give you 2 years of my life. And every day I always pray for your 11 wishes to come true soon. And I hope that I have good chance to visit Germany with you in near future. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, please receive my 2 years of my life for you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes.
Anybody else? This is a very good forum. We share our experience and the pháp so that we can live better and better. Life is a really, Buddha, he said, when we get a human life, it's a wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. In a few days, I find on the ways, I see the beauty of the nature, and the people prepare very good food, good road. And why we complain? Yeah. Why we complain? We should be carefulness, everybody. Careful in nature. So, even where you need, you see very interesting. The Darjeeling tea in Himalaya, there's one place very famous for planting tea. But there, the place there, we cannot get wood tea. But when I come to Geneva, Switzerland and Germany, I get tea from that area, the best one. Even you are living in Europe, America, you get banana here. All banana is very good. So when I see some people here complain, you say, no, you complain. And you hear, you get all the thing is ready. Only how we eat properly and how we live happy life. That is very important. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody. And hoping to see you next week. Yeah. If there's no earthquake, then we meet again.
Okay.
Thank you,
Master. Thank you, anybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Master. Goodbye,
Good
Thầy
day.
Huyen.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, John. Bye-bye.
Good night.